In this video series, we're going to talk about 24 different situations on a table that require 24 different shots, and today we're talking about this situation. As promised yesterday, today I'm going to show you another bonus shot that I played a couple of episodes before. We're in the following 8-ball situation. We are on the 8-ball. And the problem is that the 1-ball is blocking the direct path into the corner pocket. So what I did in the bonus shot was shooting the 8-ball in this pocket directly without hitting the 1-ball by jumping over the 1-ball. Today I'm using my playing cue because not every one of you is allowed to use a jump cue in a match or in your league. So you can play it with your playing cue as well. With the jump cue it's a bit easier, but it still works with your playing cue. Okay, how do we play this shot? First of all, as we learned in a couple of episodes already, we have to elevate our cue, because when we're elevating, the cue ball jumps, and if the cue ball jumps on the 8-ball, the 8-ball also jumps. And what is also very important is the speed that you're playing. If you're elevating and play very soft, then of course you have no chance to jump the 8-ball over the 1-ball. So it's very important to really pound the ball with the right amount of elevation. Of course, not too much. If you're elevating, for example, like this, then the ball just jumps too much and the cue ball will jump too high on the 8-ball and jump off the table. So yeah, it's a mixture between the right speed, the right elevation, and of course the right aim. Okay, then let's try to execute this shot with my playing cue. My cameraman needs to be a bit careful because it can happen that the cue ball comes off the table. So it's a very low percentage shot, of course, but it's a fun shot that you can try. And actually, when I was practicing this shot for the bonus shot, first couple of tries I had really no chance, but I figured out how to do it, and it just takes 10-15 minutes to get a really good percentage on this shot. All right, let's see how this shot turns out. And as you saw, we made the 8-ball, which was amazing for the first try, but the problem was that the cue ball jumped off the table. So this can happen, of course, and this is exactly what I mentioned. If the cue ball jumps too high, it jumps from the 8-ball and jumps off the table. So this time we elevated a bit too much. So let's try it again with a bit less elevation here, and yeah, around the same speed, maybe then a bit harder, and see how this turns out. Cameraman, are you ready? Very good. And again, same problem, but you see, we made the 8-ball 2 times in a row out of 2 tries, which is very good. And usually when you're playing this shot and you have to jump not into the short pocket, but if the situation is here and you have a long way to jump the 8-ball, and then cue ball is not that likely to drop off the table. So, third try. Let's see if I can do it now. And now we got it. So very good. As you can see, if you practice it a bit, I made 3 times the 8-ball. Of course, the cue ball fell off the table twice, but I think that's a really high percentage shot if you work a bit on it. And that's it for today. In my opinion, this was a very cool shot that impresses a lot of your opponents if you're pulling this off. And as I mentioned, this can be really a high percentage shot if you're practicing a bit. For example, when we were recording the SloMo footage, it also worked on the first try. So a really good shot to know. Alright guys, tomorrow we're going to talk about this 9-ball situation where we have the wrong angle on the 6-ball trying to get on the 7-ball. So interesting situation that's coming up tomorrow. If you liked today's episode, then please, as always, consider to like, comment, share or subscribe to my channel. A huge thank you to my sponsors, to everyone who's supporting me. Thanks for watching guys, and as always, see you tomorrow. Take care.